My fellow Decepticons, it is I, Starscream out here, coming back at you today with another video. And today we are taking a look at Universe Starscream. Woo! Yay! More Starscream, the theme of my channel. Yay! Anyways, I got this figure a while ago at a comic book store, which is why he's a bit scuffed, but I like him. I like this figure a lot. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't think I have much to say other than let's get into it, I guess. Starting with the paint and the details. You can see Starscream's got a nice black dome on his head. Let's get this in here. Focus, please. Thank you. Yeah, you can see nice silver, nice gunmetal face with the red eyes on the black head. The paint doesn't go all the way around, as you can see, because of the nose cone attached to his head, but it's whatever. It could be worse. Although the paint is really scratched up on his head. Like I said, I got this thing pre-owned, which is why there's so much paint scratches and stuff. Also, this figure is like 20 years old, man. Crazy, I know. Taking a look at the arms, you can see some more nice details. Just some panel lines and stuff, nothing too crazy. No real hands, like they don't look like hands. But I don't know, it's whatever. The wings are very nice. They'll be more show-offable in jet mode, which is where I'll really go in depth on how they look, I guess. But yeah, the chest is nice red. Also should mention that I really like the blue on this guy. Like, yes, it's a really dark blue, but I think this dark blue works. But if you compare it to, say, Earthrise Starscream with the much lighter blue, I feel like they both work, but I think I'd rather the lighter blue on the Earthrise one. I don't know. That's a whole different thing. And seeing as how Earthrise Starscream is just an upgrade of this figure, I thought we would do a little bit of a comparison just between him and the Earthrise one. I don't know. Sounds like a good idea. Anyways, continue with the paint. Nice red on the chest and on the shoulder thingies. I gotta figure out what those are called. Air ramps, air intakes. One of those two, definitely. With the nice white right there and there. To kind of differentiate. Or to just kind of sort of, I don't know. I mean, the white is supposed to be there, but I don't know. More red on the crotch. I also probably should have mentioned the big old hollow gap right here. It's pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie, but because it's white, I mean, it wouldn't hide it like it does on the Skywarp version of this mold, because the black on black hides it a lot better. But yeah, that's just something that the Earthrise figure undoubtedly fixed, just by a large margin. Like before, that's like 70% of his chest just out in the open. This time it's just kind of 25% of his side is kind of out. But yeah. And then the legs, mostly is just detail. As it's mostly white, not a lot going on. You can see just panel lines and panel lines. Nice blue triangles right there. And a nice silver streak and a red streak right on his tail fin, I think. Pretty sure it's a tail fin. Overall, pretty solid paint and detail, even if it's a bit worn from time. I don't know, this is also probably my favorite deco on this mold. Either this or one of the Japanese Skywarps or Thundercrackers, because those are really cool. Gotta get one of those. But yeah, this guy is pretty nice. The red is borderline orange on here. Well, I mean, it's not really. It's a red-orange that's mostly red. Is probably how I would describe it. Just looking at it right now. On camera, it appears to be a lot more red with a bit more orange. I don't really know how to explain it. Here's the back. Some more details. Nose cone, which is attached to his head, which is annoying because it limits his head posability, which I suppose segues us into posability. Head can only swivel, and it only has that much motion because of the nose cone that is attached to his head. Is it annoying? Yes. Do I care? A little bit. It does bug me sometimes. Whatever. The wings can go up and down like that. That's it. The arms can go out, but because the null ray is gigantic, it gets in the way. So if you want maximum motion, you gotta take them off. Which, it looks fine without those null rays. It's just, I feel like this design specifically really needs its chunky null rays. Elbows bend at a perfect 90. The elbow and the wrists only go in and out. No wrist swivel. No waist. Leg kicks forward that far, back that far. No thigh swivel, but there is a knee swivel. And the knee bends at about 90. And nothing at the feet. Yeah, that's my biggest negative with this figure. The null rays fall off way too easy. Is that probably due to time? Most definitely. But it's still annoying. Like, they feel sturdy, nice and sturdy when they're like in his arms. And they're sturdy when I shake them around a little bit. But then it's like the moment you're just sitting here showing off his articulation. It's like, oh, ooh, one bump and it's donezo. That was annoying. I don't know, man. Which I do suppose leads me to talk about the null rays. Which dark blue and this white look very nice. Got some little hollow bits in there. I don't know. Just some nice detail overall. And it does have a spring load gimmick, so you can just... Okay, if you don't want to work, it's fine. It does shoot, and it can shoot pretty far. But I don't know. I don't really use it often. Yeah, it's just the null rays on the Earthrise Seeker just look way nicer. Like, I can shake them around, and unlike the Siege Seeker, they won't fall off. They'll just kind of move around a little bit. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Also, actually, I'll get into that with transformation. Or I guess just in alt mode, I guess. But, yeah, I mean, he's still solid, though. Still a solid figure. And he is a bit shorter than the Earthrise one. About maybe a head shorter. Head and a half. Good bit shorter than the Earthrise one. But what are you gonna do? It's whatever. This is a deluxe class figure. And I don't really have anything else to talk about other than transformation. So let's just get into it. Take off the null rays, put the nose cone over the head. Also, this transformation is mostly just the Earthrise one, with a few things different, like how you fold in the hands this time. You flip the feet like that. But the way these parts work, practically the same. Just fold this bit down, flip it up. You are going to want to flex the plastic a little bit since there's a peg there. Pegs into that hole. It does keep it sturdy, But I don't know. I feel like it was a bit unnecessary. Next, you're going to want to open up the chest, lift up the head, flip that around, slide in the arms, close up the chest, clamp these legs together, fold them in, fold the wings down, and you're done. That's a nice, easy transformation. And it leads to an amazing jet. Like, aside from this being dirty because it's rubber for some reason, probably to keep kids from poking their eyes out. I mean, it's still kind of, like, tough. That would hurt either way. It's not much softer. It's just weird. And now it's kind of gross looking. But ignoring that, you get a very nice looking jet. With the nice whites and the blues really coming out. You can see the wings in their full glory now with the nice dark blue or dark purple kind of Decepticon insignias. Now, me personally, I don't like the way it looks with the null ray on, because it kind of ruins the silhouette because of how chunky they are. They also don't fit very well in these holes, probably because of the age. But if I'm posing this guy in alt mode, which I don't really do, he's not gonna have his null rays attached. I'm putting those things off to the side because this just looks so much nicer. This is such a nice jet, and only now does he become taller than the Earthrise figure, but barely. And you can also see the silver accents on the wings here a lot better, which are a nice metallic silver. And one more thing, you can take these things out, like so, and they become landing gear. You know, he doesn't roll, he just kind of scrapes. But oh well, it's the fact that there is landing gear that matters. Which not a lot of the jet formers I have can really say that. Oh well. Okay, I can also take a quick look at the cockpit. I don't know if this color is intentional or if it's because of age, but I do think this kind of dirty brown gives it a kind of nice look. I think it looks kind of nice. And with that being said, we are done. So my final thoughts on this guy. He's a really good figure, like really solid for the time. And I completely understand why people went crazy for this mold. Because it's got some nice paint, nice details, just overall nice. The really fun and quick transformation. Some alright posability, even if a bit limited, even for the time. I'm pretty sure that's about as good as the articulation got back then, but I don't know. I find this figure just as a whole to be really solid, just in general. It doesn't do a whole lot wrong. That isn't really just because of how old it is. And it does a lot right, even today. Like, I wouldn't hesitate to call this figure just better among a lot of the things that I own. But yeah, other than that, I think we're done here. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, do the shebang, do the shebang. You know the drill. Please and thank you. Join the Discord server. Pretty cool. I don't think I have anything else to say. So, goodbye.